Peace, my beautiful souls. Okay, I've been trying to not start my videos off like, okay, so, because I notice I do that in like all of them, most of them. Anyway, so, um, okay, so sometimes, alright, this goes both ways. Sometimes we think like we're not ready for something and we like psych ourselves out about it. But I just want to say, I've been coming to the realization lately, like anything that's going on like in our life, even if it seems to be like so hard or something that we think about having to do in the future and it's like super scary and thinking like we cannot do it, if it's presenting itself in your life, it's because you are ready for it, whether or not you realize that or really feel that. And if you let yourself just take some time and acknowledge all of your feelings, and then also let them go, as in the feelings of fear or thinking like I can't do this, whatever the case may be, you will realize you are more than capable of doing those things, and you are more than ready. The Most High, the universe, God, whatever you call your creator, is not going to give you something that you are not ready for or that you cannot handle. It's only you and those other thoughts in your head that are telling you otherwise. You are strong enough to go through and do anything that comes your way. And yeah, I've just been thinking about like before me coming back to the States, I had like a breakdown because, well, I don't know if I would call it a breakdown. I was just crying my eyes out because like I didn't feel ready to come back around my family. There's so many things that have happened within me and my family within the last 2 years, like of me starting this journey. And the only times lately within those years that I've come back to see them was because I had 2 transitions, 2 deaths in my family. And that's what brought me back to see them, since everything has started, and they were not good times. And like still the relationship that I had with my family members, it was very much so rocky. So I kept telling myself like I wasn't going to come back to the States or come to see my family until like I really felt ready, or until I felt ready to be around them, right? And so like about a month ago, I ended up leaving Thailand earlier than I thought, for some family stuff. And so when I made the decision to like book the ticket to come back to the States, I like was bawling my eyes out because I'm like, I am not ready to see them. Like I'm not ready. I didn't feel ready. And I kept saying like, I'm so scared, like I'm not ready. And then I was like, okay. So while I started praying and meditating, and I'm like talking to the Most High, talking to my guides, like, like help. I don't know exactly what I asked. I actually recorded it though, I think. So maybe y'all will see it eventually. But anyway, pretty much like I needed to see or feel the strength within me. And then that's what they were telling me. Like, you are never given anything you're not ready for. Like, let yourself feel those feelings. So I sat there and I said every single thing that I was like scared about. And I let myself really feel the fear and like try to dig like what exactly is the fear. And for me specifically, when it comes to my family or people I care about, my fear is that like I can't be my true self, my authentic self. Because me, like, I ask a lot of questions. I'm very also blunt and open, and I like to talk about things that bother me, and not a lot of people like that. Not a lot of people like to be confronted, even if it's in a nice way, or like hear the truth or speak about hard things, right? So I be feeling like I can't be myself when I'm around my family or around certain people, and I hate to be around people or go somewhere where I can't be me and I'm not comfortable. And that's just one part of it. But that goes to the fear of like losing people. Like, either I have to fake who I am or like make myself smaller in order to have these people in my life, or I be who I am and risk losing them or risk having a separation, which in reality is what caused like the separations I've had with them in general. So I have that fear, like I'm gonna go there and do something wrong, even though I'm going with the intentions to help. I'm going with the intentions to give my love how I know how, I guess, and be around them. I have that fear, and then like a fear of not being accepted, right? Because me being me didn't usually go so well. And I also, within these last 2 years, had to stand on and like embrace, if me being me causes people to like leave me or whatever the case may be, like I don't really want people in my life, family or not, that I cannot be my true self with, and that I can't have boundaries with and have like real conversations with, and grow together and heal and stuff. And also realizing like the people that I love don't know how to love me the way that I need also is like scary for me, and it hurts me because I know that being around them makes me feel sad because I'm not getting what I need or what I want, and some people just don't have the capacity to give that. It's no like shame to them, it's no nothing to them, like, but I know how I feel, right? And I'm very aware of that stuff and whatever. So yeah, but anyway, so coming back home, not saying that it wasn't hard, not saying that I haven't had like a lot of freaking cries and realizations, but coming back, and even that day, like it settled, all the fears settled for the most part. But being here, I realized I was, again, more than ready than I thought I was to handle these certain situations. It also helped me look at things from a different perspective, especially with my dad. I know one of the last videos y'all saw me talking about before I left Uganda was me talking about how I won't see him again and won't be able to talk to him. And I've actually seen him and talked to him like a few times since I've been here, but they've been very brief and we haven't talked about anything real pretty much, right? But me being here, and seeing him again, I was able to realize, like, even though part of me already knew this, but it really hit me, like, people are at different levels. People, again, no diss to nobody, they don't have the capacity to have certain conversations or do certain things, and like I don't have to take that personally, and I don't have to sit there and hold this, like, I guess a part of me was really still angry and stuff like that, but there's no need for me to be angry. Like, what, and not to say that I'm not sad and that I don't still wish or want that I could have, like, want to be able to have a certain type of relationship with my parents, with my family, with whomever, but I've been looking at it differently and just really accepting things for as they are, more than, I don't know, like in a different way than I was before. And if I didn't come back, like if I waited to come back, I would have been with those certain thoughts and certain feelings from now till whenever I decided to come back, which really was going to be like a year from now. What was in my head, what I was telling myself I'd come back in like a year, basically. But yeah, I feel like I just went on, I'm always going on a bit of a rant, but you really are more than capable or more than ready for things, even if it seems so scary. And in the beginning I said that goes both ways, as in sometimes we think we're ready for something and we want it so bad right now, but in reality we're not, and that's why it's not coming to you. And not because you're not worthy of it, but because there's certain things you still need to go through, certain things that need to happen prior to you getting to that point or getting those things that you wanted. Like when I wanted to start traveling so bad and I really, really wanted my passport and it kept getting postponed. Had my passport came when it was supposed to come, those 2 deaths that I had in my family, like I said, I would have been who knows where, and who knows if I would have had the money at that time to hurry up and get a ticket all the way back to the States. I wouldn't have been able to have those last days with my baby cousin. I wouldn't have been able to come be there for my mom when my grandma transitioned, so many things. So yeah, I would just say, just be patient and let yourself see the blessings in everything that's happening around you or everything that's not happening yet for you, and know that it's no shade to you, it's nothing to you. You are still worthy of those things, but sometimes there's more that we need to experience, yeah, that's my little spiel for right now. I love you guys. Trust that all is always working in your favor, even if it may not feel like it or you cannot see it right now, like at that moment, but you are guided, you are loved, you are protected, and there's always the Most High in your guides to listen to whatever you need. So yeah.